Good morning, good evening, and welcome to Balancing Act. My name is Sharon, and I'm joined by my co-host, Hollie. In this week's episode, we discuss cravings and how to manage them. You'll go to sports drinks pre, during, and post-exercise, including gels, drink snacks, lollies, fruit. What are your favorite protein and recovery drink recipes? And have you had any kitchen mishaps while making them? We get into part 2 of Sexy Time Heartrate data analysis. Don't forget, we're also going to help Hollie with her Tinder profile. All this and more, so let's get into it. Hi, Hollie, how are you going?
Hey, Sharon, how are you doing? Happy Saturday morning?
Yes, it is Saturday morning, bright and
got the time
early.
zone right?
Yes, yep, and it's evening for you, yes?
Yep, 8 p.m. Yorkshire time. Apparently other time zones exist, so people tell me, but I don't know, So here we go. So been doing ZRL, TTT this week. That was fun. And then I did another TTT and a ladder and all the things. And now my legs are trashed. Wonderful. What have you been doing?
This week, I haven't actually been riding as much as I probably should have. Just trying to get back into all of that. But no, it's been a good week. It's going to be a nice warm day here in Melbourne today. We've got 34 degrees. So looking forward to getting out and about. Kids netball, running around after kids this weekend.
Yeah. 34, just rewind a sec, 34 degrees like Celsius?
Yeah.
Not Fahrenheit?
No, Celsius.
Oh my God. I think we get that for like 2 hours in June, I think. I don't quite know. Oh
it's that time of year for us where it's some days it's 34, some days it's 21 or 15. It's it's that unpredictable spring season, so we make the most of the warm weather. So it drops again tomorrow, but beautiful day today here in Melbourne.
Nice. Well, it's been a bit interesting. Actually, there's been some glorious sunsets in Yorkshire, so I love seeing people's pictures as well on the Discord server. It's
absolutely.
On the Discord server, like here's my picture of Yorkshire, and then here's a picture of a kangaroo, something.
We'll have to try and get some pictures of kangaroos because they do hop along the road in our area. We've got some nature reserves, and depending on the weather, they'll sort of steer clear of the grass, or they'll come towards the houses. And we've had some massive kangaroos just hopping along the road down near the house.
Nice.
Oh, look, it's nice, but you've got to kind of go in the opposite direction because you don't want to go anywhere near them because they're fast and they're strong.
Oh, and are they like the swans?
Huge. They're huge. Yeah. So you definitely don't look them in the eye.
Kangaroos.
And don't get me started on the crocodiles.
Oof. but a crocodile can't cycle as fast as me, so
that's okay. You'll be fine then. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's good. Well, not today. Like the other day, I had to stop because the swan was in my path on the canal. I literally had to stop and be like, what do I do now? Because I'm not messing with the swans. So I just kind of waited. And then I tried to get past it. It didn't like my bike. And then a pedestrian walked past the other way, and she just just got past with no problems. And I said, even the swans don't like cyclists.
Well, funny you should say that. Miguel's just asked if they're worse than magpies. So we get a lot of magpies here. So one of the many seasons in Melbourne is this sort of the swooping season, especially in spring. So you'll be riding along, and magpies will literally swoop your head, and you'll see a lot of cyclists with what are they called? What are those things that poke out the hats, the helmets? Cable ties. So people will attach a whole heap of cable ties to their helmets, so they sort of stick up like spikes, big long spikes, just to stop them from being swooped, because they've got sharp beaks and can do a fair bit of damage if they get you in the right spot. And I believe though they actually are protecting. I think it's protecting their their babies or whatever. There's more of a protection than an attack.
Producer Nathan here. That's right. So they will protect their nests and their babies typically around September. And I can tell you for a fact that the cable ties don't work. So my bigger
it's
question,
quite funny to see though.
My bigger question for you, Sharon, though, is when have you been riding and ever been swooped by a magpie?
Well, as we know, I don't go out on the road. But these are the stories I'm hearing. Thank you very much.
I want to see a photo of a helmet with loads of zip ties sticking out of it. Like, I feel like that's the thing that I need to see.
It looks ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I can imagine it looks ridiculous. A bit like the squirrel hat on Zwift, and I wear that thing. But I don't know about walking through school with a helmet with like black cable ties sticking up out my helmet. They'd be like, "Are you all right, miss? Like, what are you doing?"
Hodo's just said it. The cable ties look like the hairs on Nathan's head.
That's a bit unfair.
Maybe that's what he was taking it for. That's funny.
There we go.
Oh my god!
Can everyone see that? Yeah.
Okay,
but,
so they stop it. I mean, I've got to be honest. That bird looks like it's still going to swoop down and.
They still try. I think they're
little bastards.
Those zip ties don't make a difference whatsoever.
Is it?
It almost does look like is it Jeremy? What's his name? Jeremy
Clarkson.
That's it, Jeremy Clarkson. Oh my gosh, I haven't watched Top Gear in a very long time.
Skipton. I'm going to ask him if he's had zip ties tied around his helmet. But I don't think it's going to be a thing I don't think that's ever going to be something that I do. They look ridiculous. That's just it. What is going on?
I'm not quite sure what's going on. You can all see your screen. It's a second day on the job, Give him a break.
I've got one job.
One job. Offensive jokes, that was. An hour of offensive jokes. Oh, wow. So in this episode, what we're going to be discussing...
Cravings. So we're doing craving. Yep. Well, as mentioned, cravings. So, so I think you were mentioning the other day that you had been, you're going through a bit of a phase of craving chocolate. And,
sweet stuff. But
it's funny. The thing is with cravings, it's, I've obviously tried to do a little bit of research, but, it can be a physical or a mental thing. So it's not necessarily one or the other. It can be, there's so many different things that can cause cravings. It can be anything from stress, from a lack of sleep, from low blood sugar, dehydration, your eating habits, emotions, exercise, so many different things. I think the human body is just incredible, and how it talks to you, I guess, and what it's telling you, and I suppose it's how you handle that. And I think the cravings can be, and if for me, I know cravings, after I've done a ride, I just want to eat. But obviously that's just because your body needs the fuel. But I definitely have a sweet tooth, and I'm guessing you do too if you crave chocolate and cake.
Yeah, well, we're female, right? It's okay, yeah. But this week I've actually been kind of good because there was donuts and cake at school because of people's birthdays and things. And I didn't have the donut that was allocated to me if I wanted it. I didn't have it, and I had this stupid apple instead. Like, what the heck is going on? But then I thought...
Did you not have it because you were trying to be good, or just because you didn't crave it?
Say again?
Did you not have that donut because you were trying to be healthy, or just because you wanted, you didn't want that sugar, you wanted other sugar, natural sugar?
I think, I didn't know, because I ate the apple because it was either that or the donut, but I don't think I actually wanted either. Like, if the donut hadn't been there, would I have eaten the apple? I don't know, probably not, maybe. But also that I think maybe I'm just like, on a break, and I think, I've got to eat something, because we don't necessarily get like a whole bunch of breaks at work.
Right, okay.
So it's like cramming it in to the breaks that we do have. And then I think, but then, do you know what stopped me eating the donut? Was because I thought, do I want to eat this donut and enjoy it, or do I want to do better in sport? Like it's like a knock effect, because if I have the donut, I'll be thinking, oh well, I've had the donut, I might as well have the chocolate bar as well now, you know, like
And
it
then
has
that's
like it
kind of-
spirals.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, but it's it's such a mentally hard thing to do. And then I would go via the there's like a tuck shop place,
Yeah.
and I've kind of gone the other direction around at work so that I don't walk past the like tuck shop place, so I don't end up buying a chocolate bar. See, I'm trying. It's really hard.
And that's the thing, like,
yeah.
I'm just looking at my notes. But with, I think we were talking about it earlier, your eating context. So it's you sort of relate certain foods to certain activities, like popcorn to movies. So you're right there?
Yeah, it just sounded like there was a helicopter like about to enter my garden. It's fine. I was thinking, what the hell is going on? I'm so sorry.
No, that's
it's
okay.
fine. There's no helicopter landing.
Oh, good. They're not looking for you.
No, not yet. Anyways.
I know. Like the other day, when I got into work, I try and be fairly healthy with breakfast and have a like a fruit protein shake that I make and have it in the car. But I don't think I had one. No, maybe I had one that day. But when I got into work, I got my normal takeaway coffee, and then I got a most delicious. They call them a morning bun. So it's almost like a donut, but covered in cinnamon and sugar. And I just had a particular craving for that. And normally when I have it, it's satisfying. But after that particular day, it just sat in my stomach all day, and I actually just felt like shit for the whole day. It made me feel awful. Even though I had craved it in the morning, I had it, and probably mentally, I probably shouldn't have had it. But
yeah, that's the hard thing as well. Is like after eating it, like I'm just reading the comments that you got to allow yourself moments of joy. I mean, Miguel, yeah, I'm not saying I don't eat any chocolate, but I'm just trying to like avoid lots of it. And then I actually find that when I do have some Haribos or some chocolate or something, that I find that I enjoy it a lot more because I'm not scoffing it all day every day. And you're right, after eating like a bit too much junk food, you do feel a bit like a bit kind of flat and a bit.
And
I don't know, because
I think if you've had a workout or done a race or something, or whatever exercise you're doing, and you have something sugary like that, you don't feel as guilty, I guess, because you've earned it.
yeah.
But also
although after a ride, I try not to eat junk. I have like a recovery drink instead, and because I used to justify it, I used to think, it's all right because I've just ridden, so I'll have like 3 little cakes and some Lindor chocolates and whatever else, and some sort of vinegar crisps or whatever.
Oh yeah,
because I've ridden it
and like vinegar, yeah.
So and you just think, well, it's all right because I'll just cycle it off. But then I started trying to track my food using like an app, and it tells you like what things are in it and stuff, and like carbs and all the, I don't know, it just tracks all the calories and macros or something and things. But it really made me aware of what's actually in food, because I was buying these banana they're like dried banana chips, like in a bag, like what you buy crisps with, or if you're American, they're called chips,
those,
I suppose.
Banana chips.
Yeah, but I thought dried banana, that's going to be healthy because it's banana. No.
Oh, no, dried fruit is so loaded with sugar.
Yeah.
When they're dehydrated and what have you. Yeah, I think it's and also I think it makes you quite gassy, the dried fruit. So you can't eat too much of it.
It's
I think apricots and pears maybe, peaches, but yeah, a lot of sugar in that dried fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like dried, when I go to France, I do like dried prunes coated in dark chocolate, but they're so expensive that I literally like
delicacy
have like one a day.
Eat it really,
like
really slowly.
Yeah, because they're so expensive, but they're so delicious.
Wouldn't they'd be quite rich though, wouldn't they? Dates normally are quite rich.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
know
eating
how
a
many
date on its
calories are in
own.
those things.
I baked with them in there's a really yummy Nigella Lawson Christmas cake that I make, and it's got dates in it. Oh, delicious.
Oh,
Mm.
yes, with like brandy butter or Bailey's cream on top, and
Oh, yum! Yes, yes. Make my mouth water.
yeah,
But
I know.
I am the other day actually. A friend gave me an electrolyte recipe to try, and it's actually not too bad. And it's I made it. I think I might have put in a little bit too much salt because it was a bit, but really really simple actually. Literally just cranberry juice, coconut water, lemons, normal water, and then a little bit of maple syrup and just a little bit of salt. You just whiz it in a blender, and actually all natural. And
Does it taste nice?
oh, look, I think, like I said, I think I might have put in a little bit too much salt. I think my pinch was perhaps a little bit too big. But I think it's all just about trying out the different, it says 1 to 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. So I guess you could start with 1 and then just keep adding. But with the lemon, I think it becomes a bit tart. But I think once I get the balance right, it's not a bad go-to because it's the electrolyte, the natural electrolytes in it, I think are really good because coconut water on its own contains potassium, sodium, magnesium, phosphorus, and cranberry juice as well. It's also natural electrolyte.
How do you know this? So you
Google. I googled it. Did my research. But
I usually just have like the gels out my cupboard and be like, yep, they've got caffeine in. And I did get some that don't have caffeine in because I don't drink tea or coffee, but don't tell anyone that because it's like But anyways, so I have gels with caffeine in, which seems to give me a boost. And then I ordered some which didn't have caffeine in just to see if like they made any kind of a difference to racing, and I think I definitely prefer the ones with caffeine in. I don't know whether that's a placebo or not, but I think I'll take it because they taste quite nice as well.
Oh yeah, it's all in the taste.
Yeah.
They've got to taste good. I reckon that electrolyte drink could actually make quite a nice cocktail. Just chuck in a bit of vodka, it might go down a bit better.
Yeah,
now you're getting your electrolyte and you're having a good time.
Yeah, post race though, I have like this Rego drink, but Emma Martin, who is an utter legend, by the way, she's been making ice cream, like recovery ice cream. I don't know what you'd call it. Recovery ice cream. Yeah,
so she's actually sent in a video of how she makes it. So I think we're going to be watching that.
Watch that.
Yes. But,
watch this, guys. It's really cool.
Mango flavoured protein ice cream. Milk rather than water, and I'm in France, so this is semi-skimmed. There's my jug. I'm going to put 400ml of milk into my jug, and then I have the protein
2 scoops going in.
Straight in. Mango. And then, so currently in my jug, I have mango protein recovery drink. It's going in one of these. Over there.
There it is.
That's where it's
And
going.
guess where that's going?
So the protein shake is frozen hard. It's now going in the ice cream machine. In it goes. Bear with me 2 minutes.
Secret weapon that is the ninja.
It's in. She turns it on. She presses the ice cream button. And away it goes. There we have it. Mango recovery.
The only thing that is left is to put a scoop in a bowl. Take a spoon.
Down the right.
that actually looks really yummy. There's a Christmas present idea, a fancy ice cream making machine.
Yeah, well, yes. The first thing I did was, where do I get one of these fancy machines from?
Yes.
So it's on my Amazon basket thing. I'm hoping maybe Black Friday.
Oh,
they might have
yes, that's coming up soon.
Yeah. Because
there we
we
go,
right on cue. It's almost like we've got someone in the background who knows what they're doing. Yeah, a fancy ice cream Fancy
And
ice
it's
cream maker.
so easy to make. When when Emma mentioned that she had this recipe, I actually imagined like actual fruit in there. But so you can use it. You
but
could do
that's
any
so
flavor
easy.
really, any fruit flavor, any protein obviously flavor that you've got. So you could whiz it up really quickly. So I think once I get one of those machines, I'll definitely be giving it a go.
Yeah, I think we all need shares in the ice cream maker because I've got like what flavour is it? Strawberry flavour, but and I usually what I do is I mix it with water and it tastes like strawberry milkshake.
Okay.
But I did ask Emma about this and she said it wouldn't be as creamy. So I think I'm willing to give it a go with the milk when I've got me ice cream maker, and then because that'd be like a cool snack, you know, like instead of like eating like donuts or whatever, you could have like ice cream. I mean,
Well, that's it. I mean,
it's
that,
gotta
if you need that sugar kick, it
thing,
could be
right?
your. Oh, absolutely. If you've got that sugar craving, give it a go. I find when I
Yeah.
do that though, that's the thing. When I do try and be healthy with my sugar cravings, I do still end up going to the cupboard with all the sweets and shoving them in faster than I should.
Yeah,
Where,
I don't
this-
buy any like crisps and stuff for me, but my daughter does, and I'm
I'm
always
trying,
asking
and
her,
I'm
"Can I
trying
have a
not.
bag of crisps?"
I'm trying not to buy all that stuff, but occasionally I will, and the whole house goes crazy for all the sweet stuff. It's probably not good. I remember when I first met Nathan, and he was doing a lot more riding out on the road. He would come home after rides and eat. We get sort of family packs of family packs of like snake jelly or jellies. What music in my ear?
I'm just reading the comments actually, and Miguel's right. Like Emma made the ice cream making like a sprint lead for. I love the way she was commentating on the ice cream. What a just awesome!
I was just so excited. I didn't know who was going to win that ice cream making, but I was cheering on someone.
Yeah, we all win. With Emma's, yeah. So we can, if anybody else has got any recipes or little videos or something that they want to send into our Discord server.
I actually think that. Sorry to interrupt. It's I think Emma's in the chat as well. By the way, full speed events.
Yeah. Yeah, she had the protein ice cream for breakfast today. Yeah, I love seeing people's videos, and I know that Miguel posted. He made actually. This is a good segue into our next topic, maybe, because he made bicarb drink, which kind of exploded everywhere around his thank you, Nathan. His bicarbonate of soda drink just exploded everywhere around his kitchen, and I'm so sorry, Miguel. I couldn't help but laugh, but I think he was trying to make.
Went
I don't know
everywhere.
what you do. You mix bicarb with water and then put it in a blender. Do you? How do you like a smoothie kind of make a thing? But that must taste. Has anybody tasted this bicarb drink? Because I'm not convinced yet. Sell it to me, people.
It's well, Nathan and I were discussing it on the way home from work the other day, and it's got a lot of benefits, not just in water, just as a post, pre, during workout or whatever. It's used in so many things. I actually used it in a recipe the other day for some sweet and sour pork, and it actually it tenderizes the pork.
Really
delicious.
Ooh,
because you know how pork can go dry, but yeah, no, it's got so many different benefits, and not just for food. It's good at cleaning things, and around the house you can use it for a lot of things. But Yeah, I think we should.
Cleaning things. Well, like, like cleaning your oven. Actually,
Yeah.
right, yeah, with you.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Pots and pans, when you've got to try and get the scourer in there, and I think bicarb sort of eats away at all the cooked on food. But
So it could save you time. So you could use bicarb to make your washing up quicker, and then you've got more time for the bike.
oh, absolutely. Just leave it to soak whilst you ride. Go back, rinse. You're done. Actually, I don't know how accurate that is, so don't quote me on that. But
Damon says he's trying to use bicarb to help a gout flare. Let me know how that goes,
Okay.
Damon. Don't
Well,
put
you never
it in
know.
a blender. No, don't put it in a blender.
and maybe
It was,
start small.
Yeah.
But I think when we were looking at it as a drink for exercise, was it to have before you work out, the bicarb, when you add it to water?
Yeah, so the story is that you're meant to have it about
An hour or hour and a half before a workout.
Yeah, 1 hour to 2 hours before you work out.
That's right.
Yep.
And just in water, I think it was.
Yeah, just in water.
But
So-
also, it's not just chuck it in. You've got to actually, it's all based on your weight. So, and there's a ratio of bicarb to your body weight. I think it's, if you get that right.
Maths.
Oh, yeah, no. When Nathan was talking about it, I was like, he lost me straight away. But it's, all
Just
about.
like a spoonful.
Well, you start small and then you increase it, sort of start in smaller doses according to your body weight. And I think it's also depending on the amount of liquid, so amount of water that you have. But it's, I don't know. I actually wouldn't mind giving it a go. I think, although it can cause a few sort of tummy upsets if you have too much of it as well. So you probably want to just start slow, especially if you're going to be jumping on the bike straight after having it.
So the rule of thumb is that you need to take about 0.3 grams per kilogram of your body weight.
Right, okay.
So I think we worked out yours. Roughly speaking, it's about
0.2 to 0.3. That's what Miguel
one
said. Okay.
teaspoon per 250 ml of water.
So per cup, yeah.
Yeah, and so if you weigh 55 kilos, it was roughly about 2 to 3 teaspoons.
That's
I
right,
think we
yeah.
worked out. Yep.
Sounds like a lot, though.
I'm more concerned about the explosive diarrhea.
Oh yes, that was Well, that was another thing we read is the side effect.
Oh no! If it's
And what else? Something
Oh
to
my
cause something
God.
else in your tummy. I can't remember now. 'Cause there was just so much information that you were reading.
Gastral distress.
That's right. Not something you want to have once you're on your bike in the middle of a race or a ride. Especially in your bib.
convinced.
You can't get it off fast enough.
Miguel, it can be bad. That's why I had to bail on stage 2 of FRR. I also bailed on stage 2 of FRR, Miguel, but for different reasons, just because I couldn't be bothered with it. It was a great series. It was just me. I was exhausted. But that was why Miguel had to stop. Well, hang on. Did you actually eat any of it then, Miguel? Because it just all splattered around your kitchen. So
Did you have to get
how
any
much
of it
did you
in
put
you?
in? You just put the lid on. So yeah, but I do have salt tablets actually, like in my water. So I'd fill up the bottle of water, put the salt tablet in, wait like however long it takes to dissolve, and then drink that because I don't like the taste of just plain water. But not on the bike, just like at work and things.
Okay, yeah,
it's like
I don't
berry
like
flavoured. And
yeah,
then
I don't like water either. Well, I do, but
it
just the
doesn't
plain taste.
Yeah, and then I find myself not drinking Coca-Cola at work. Not that I really drink Coca-Cola anyways, but like if I'm thirsty and I don't have any flavoured water, then I'd go buy a bottle of whatever there is, like, Coca-Cola or whatever. And that's not good for you. So, yeah, I don't know how many salt tablets you can have in a day, but is there like a limit? I don't know. I don't seem to get any cramps, so...
Maybe it's working for you then. I guess everyone's very different. Miguel just said that he made the mistake of taking 5 teaspoons in about
my
6
God, 5
ounces of
teaspoons.
water.
That's
Strong
probably
shot
where
of
you went
whiskey,
wrong,
and he
Miguel.
almost died that day. Oh my God.
They do recommend that you start out slowly and
Build it up.
build it up.
See what you can. It's all about tolerating.
Miguel, jeez, man.
Oh, are you still recovering?
Oh wow, he's still like in bed with like a sickness bug or something. I'm not good with
I'm not
with
good with
slowly.
slow.
No, neither am I, Miguel. Neither am I.
Just want to get straight to it.
Yeah.
Do you have any drinks that you have before you ride, like a pre-workout? Anything that you take?
No, but I make sure I drink at least two. Well, it's here actually. Two of these bottles. If Sis want to sponsor me, by the way, go right ahead.
So what's that? What's in that? Is that
It's water with salt tablets. So what is it? 750?
are they flavored salt tablets, like a fruity
Yeah,
sort of?
like berry or cherry
Oh,
or
okay,
something.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't like
see.
lemon. Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen.
So it's like
see that. Yeah, okay.
it's that's the color of it. It just and I have like two of these bottles. I try and make sure I drink two of them whilst I'm at work during the day, so that so I'm already hydrated.
Yep.
You know, because and I do have it on the bike, and I've got like powder and stuff for during the ride. But I try to make sure I'm hydrated during the day, and
I'm shocked.
I don't know, that seems to work. And
I've got
also
to
if you drink lots of
increase water.
and I don't haven't tried the bicarb yet, but I try not to eat within like an hour and a half maybe of racing. I might have like an apple or something, but you know, like a meal. I wouldn't have like
I've done it once with a meal before a ride, and it was just horrible. Just because of the timing, you know, we needed to eat dinner and then we needed to ride, and it was. We probably should have just eaten after the ride, but I guess you got to be careful what you drink and eat before riding. But I certainly don't drink enough water during the day. I'm so bad. Maybe one bottle. But what I try and do now, so Nathan and I take BCAA, so branch chain amino acids. It's a bit of a pre-workout.
What now?
They're called branched chain amino acids.
That's right, BCAA.
So it helps with the muscle recovery. And I tend to have some of that, and I sip on it during the day. But sometimes we'll have a full glass of it before a race or before we go to the gym, and it kind of just gives you that little kick. And you kind of have all this energy that you just sort of burning it off at the gym or on the bike. So that's our sort of go-to pre-workout. We don't really have any recovery drink of any sorts that we drink, but we probably should stop drinking an electrolyte because I don't drink enough water. So I think maybe the electrolyte might be the way to go. But I'm thinking I might do a bit of a comparison, just a home analysis of like Gatorade, and compare it to just natural electrolytes, and just sort of see which one's better. Obviously, Gatorade will have a whole lot of additives, I guess, but and cost a lot more money. But it'd be interesting to see if just your homemade electrolyte is better for you in terms of what it contains, you know, the minerals in it. So it might be a little project for next week. Do a little bit of a side-by-side label.
I've heard.
Okay.
Yeah, jelly babies I've heard are quite good. The thing is though, if I buy a bag of it's happened. I bought a bag of jelly babies with the intention of just using them instead of gels, and I just eat the whole bag. Like it doesn't, because they're just
just on the way home, or
like. Well, no, during the race, but then after the race, and I'm just like, I'll just have like one or two, and then it's like before you know it, the bag's gone, and I'm like, okay, that wasn't really the idea of that. So I've kind of not bought the jelly babies because
jelly babies are yummy. They disappear quite quickly.
Yeah, see,
I have to hide all the lollies in our house. Everyone has to come to me.
But a gel, you just rip it open. Well, it takes you like 5 minutes to get the damn thing open, and then you eat the gel, drink it, whatever it is, and then but you can't. They don't taste as good as jelly babies, right? So
no.
So I just have one, and then I'm done with it, and then maybe like two if the race is like an hour and a half or something.
Does it make a big
told off now?
I just dropped out. Do those gels make a big difference? Do you feel that do you feel it working quickly?
Well,
is it a kind of an instant?
No, I wouldn't say. I don't really know because I take it like half an hour before a race, and it's got caffeine. I think it makes a difference.
Yep.
My mate Bren may disagree. I don't know. I didn't take any on Thursday when I did TDT and ladder and whatever else. But I did have like the powder stuff in my bottle.
Yeah.
On Tuesday I did have a gel because it was ZRL TTT. But I had it like the thing is, it was only like a half-hour race, so I don't know if it's making any difference. It wakes me up a little bit, so I guess that's a bonus, right? Because you're getting from work and you're a bit tired, but then I should just buy a coffee machine, but I don't.
But you don't drink coffee.
Things. Well, no, I don't drink coffee, and yeah, maybe I need to start. Yeah, but then these coffee machines, and I was like, how do you work that thing? And apparently it's really simple, but I don't know. But I think I could just go in the cupboard and get a gel. So
are they expensive?
Which is easier? I can't remember. But like a coffee machine takes time as well. You've got to heat the water up and add the coffee and buy the coffee and things. Right? Because then just go on Amazon, order the gels. Yeah, but then maybe the gels are more expensive than like if you add up all the coffee granule cost, whatever. I don't know which would be cheaper. Probably the coffee would work out cheaper. But for ease, like, would I really get in from work, sort out work stuff, and then make this coffee? Bit of a faff, you know. So
and not everyone can drink coffee in the evening either. So.
Because then you can't sleep.
Yeah, so apparently. I mean, I don't mind having a coffee at night because it doesn't actually affect me going to sleep. But yeah, they say having caffeine too late at night, I think, isn't always best. But I think actually, you know what? No, I'm just going to check my notes. Coffee is it can help curb cravings. So drinking like an espresso after a meal can help avoid the temptation of dessert. So coffee's not too bad, I guess. You know, so you can have a coffee instead of a dessert. So
yeah, I have heard coffee helps asthma as well. I don't know how or what because I have asthma, and
yep, that's right.
But I have.
How?
So it's besides being a diuretic, it also helps to not loosen but to widen the bronchial tubes. So for breathing, and so it helps to the caffeine helps to relax that, and it doesn't spasm or is tighten as much, and so that because that's what asthma is. It's just a what do you call it? A spasming of the bronchial tubes for breathing. So yeah.
Gosh, did not know that.
There we go. Yeah. By the way, people, we're not doctors and things.
No, this is all just Dr. Google.
Just our opinion. Yeah, it's just our opinions and things. But I had heard that it does help asthma. So maybe I need to invest in a coffee. So I've got a little gift listing going on. An ice cream maker, a coffee machine. Yeah, they're the two things on my wish list.
And who's gonna buy that for you? We need to get you on Tinder. So that you can so that he can buy you some nice presents.
yeah, add that to the Tinder profile checklist. Must be rich and able to buy. But can we sort it out before my birthday so that I can get some Christmas gifts and birthday gifts? Like, you know,
I mean, we did say that we would help you with a bit of a profile. So we've given it a bit of a crack. So
oh my god.
We're
right. So who had something to?
So we what did we say last week? We said that we would give Hollie a hand getting onto Tinder and working on a profile for her. And what did we say? I can't think of the word. We were going to crowdsource.
Crowdsource
a profile for her.
And I think it's only because everyone wants to live vicariously through someone else.
But we just want to get you on there for the dating stories. So
right, yeah, it's all for the podcast.
And actually,
all about the clicks.
That's
So
it, yeah.
what I thought I'd do is perhaps before you tell us, you do have a story that I think we said we would talk about. Was it the skin suit guy?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe I'll
Should I tell that now?
Well, I don't know. Would you like to hear your profile, or do you want to tell the story first?
Oh no, tell the story first.
Okay, you tell the story first then, and then we'll
Oh, wow, right. So
put you on the spot. Go on. Floor's yours.
this is funny, right? So a while ago, I went on I hope my mum isn't listening. Anyways, it's a family show. So a while ago, I went on this date with a guy, and it was a cycling date because this is me we're talking about. Anyway, we were cycling around the Yorkshire Dales, and if you didn't know, it's hilly. There are no flat bits apart from the canal, and but we're going up and down the hills, and so. Meet up, and he turns up in a skin suit, a white skin suit, and on a TT bike. Okay, so not a bike for climbing up hills. Great for going fast on flats, but not a bike for climbing up hills. Anyway, so off we put on, and there's hills, so I'm riding up the hills. Now, to me, the etiquette is you ride up the hill at your own pace, and you ease up or stop at the top, because that's the etiquette, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Absolutely correct there.
Yep. And yeah, I'll come to comments in a minute. So set off, and so I do the whole etiquette thing, and I'm riding up the hills, and then I ease up, and he says to me, "Holly, you need to stop racing up the hills." And I'm like, I'm really not. If I was racing up the hills, like I'd be going a lot faster up the hills than what I was. And I think he thought maybe because I race like esports that I'm not as strong outside, perhaps. Well, he was wrong. Anyway, up we go up another hill, and I hear him shout something or other. So I wait until there's like a reasonable flat bit, not completely flat, because I was on a steep bit. So I pull in and I stop and I turn around and look, nothing there. So I wait a few minutes, nothing there. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's got a puncture chain off. I don't know, like falling off. What's the heck's going on? Turn around and go back down the hill, and like nobody there. I was looking in the ditch. I was quite worried, right? Because I'm thinking, where the hell's he gone?
There wasn't a canal that he'd fallen into?
Behind me. It's no, at this point I should have pushed him in the canal. Anyways. Anyway, so I rode like about, I don't know, a mile or two back down the road, but I'm thinking, I heard him shout something, like I wasn't that far in front, but I was just looking anyway, because what am I supposed to do at this point? Anyway, it turns out that he just turned around and gone home, and like didn't text me till he got home, and was like, no, and he just kind of said, well, I was sick of you racing up the hills. And I was like, okay, well, I was waiting and stuff, like I really wasn't racing up the hills. But if you're going to show up on a TT bike in a white skin suit, what do you expect? Sorry, but
brings
I
out
didn't
the
like it because it's
competitive
beaten by
side.
a girl. So
That's it.
yeah,
Well, like
bruised his
Miguel
ego.
said you
Yeah.
bruised his ego. There we go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And we
yeah.
need to find,
So,
like you said, we need to find you someone who can match your energy. There we go. So let's.
So that was Skin Suit Guy. So he's now infamous. So you're welcome, Skin Suit Guy. You're not famous on YouTube.
I just love his name. I love the name you gave him.
I'm trying to visualize it.
Skin Suit Guy. Yeah.
Was he
I've
tall?
got more dating stories, but I'll save them for next week and the week after. And
Oh yeah,
the week
no,
after that. I don't know.
absolutely. We do love a good story. So this is the profile we've put together. So I can't see that. I'm gonna have to read from there.
Oh my god. Right.
Sorry, I've got a printout of it here.
Actually...
So I'm gonna read it out as if it's on a Tinder profile, obviously. So name Holly, age 14, location Yorkshire. About me. While my name is sometimes associated with annual Christmas festivities, which come once per year, I can assure you that that's where the similarity ends. I am the official cycling queen of Yorkshire, with a love for the country that burns hotter than 1,000 suns. When I'm not scaring the local ducks, whilst winding my way around the bike paths and trails of our gorgeous Yorkshire landscape, you can find me sweating it out on my indoor bike trainer. Interests. Yorkshire tea,
God.
not just a drink, but a lifestyle. Strong, bold, and capable of perking you up on a long day. Podcasts. As the host of an international podcast, you'll need to share me with my adoring fans. But don't worry, I'll make sure I dedicate some one-on-one time for the right person. Baileys, like me, smooth, creamy, and best enjoyed late at night, or any time for that matter. Swipe right if you can match my passion for Yorkshire, keep up with my high-speed antics, and join me in a cozy chat over a perfect brew and a splash of Baileys. If you're ready to handle all this Yorkshire heat, let's embark on this wild ride together. So that's our idea for your profile. If anyone has any
So what we're going to do is we're going to
feedback
post that into the Discord channel.
Yeah, so we'll. Yeah.
And we need the other ladies in the chat there who are great wordsmiths to add in anything or modify anything they think is necessary if they know Hollie well, and then we'll get it run past the boss there, Hollie, and see if she wants to post it.
Well, Miguel's already commented we need to change indoor bike changer to riding my saddle. Oh look, we could have gone a little bit deeper into it. We just thought we'd start off with something a little bit simple, a little bit of a base to go from. So we'll pop it in that in the chat on Discord.
Start off slowly and then
we'll ramp it up.
Yeah, I mean, as a teacher, there are a few spelling mistakes, but I did mean purple pen and correct it.
I did mean to correct them, but I think I only corrected it on my printout.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that's I had no idea how this would go, but that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So. Yeah. So.
Well, the first question is, Hollie,
need not apply.
Is it accurate though? Do you think?
Well, I mean, cozy spelt wrong as well.
What's spelt wrong?
Cozy. It's probably. It's. All right. Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
Proved it's actually better than I thought it was going to be.
We'll get your final approval before we actually put it into Tinder. So we'll obviously need your approval on photos.
That's quite impressive, actually. Yeah, you've done your homework. That's so funny. Go with tech as far as volume control, says David. Yeah, hopefully I don't know if they watch it or not. Whatever, like.
Maybe you need to find someone who's good with tech. So there's that balance. I'm not good with tech. I'm not the tech person in our relationship, so it's always handy having someone who's tech savvy.
Yeah, and can fix bikes as well.
Oh gosh,
perhaps.
Yeah. No, I can't. You need a man who's handy.
With bikes, yeah.
and a few other things, I think.
Ones who can work volume controls and push the right buttons and oh my god.
As long as they don't keep pushing your buttons.
You're really opening it up now, aren't you? I can hear the clacking of the keyboards from everyone watching.
Oh god, here we go.
Yeah. So
we're gonna start calling you Miss Bergen Baileys.
Channel. I know. I'm reading the comments. I hope not. Oh my god. I do.
And then what age do you teach again? Like, remind me.
Teenagers.
Oh god. Oh lord. They will most likely
go wrong?
Yes.
I love my job.
Pardon?
I do actually love my job.
just make that very clear. Whoever's listening, I do love my job. Yeah. And I want to keep it.
I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. Mm.
Okay. Well, I guess
another job if I didn't like it.
Being a teacher, I guess it is. It's one of those jobs you do because you love.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So post that in the Discord server, and the link is in the description for those that are not in it. And if you're not in it, why not? Like, where even are you?
Where are
like,
you? Exactly.
What is going on? Yeah.
It's
just have another Discord server to add to the list. Why not?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It also, you know, if you've got any like I say, recipes, send in recipes, and just anything else you guys want to talk about or for us to talk about. I think join us. It's good fun.
Join us or else.
Make some, especially because I must say because of the time difference, obviously for us it's your night, our morning. So I love waking up in the morning. I always put my phone on silent through the night, and then I wake up in the morning and my phone's just going mental with all the chats coming through on Discord. And
is your phone on silent because you don't want to be disturbed, perhaps, or what's?
Well, no, obviously because I like my sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's not. That's not the reason.
Well, yes, because God.
So actually, we're obviously going to move into the part 2 of our heart rate analysis. So
yeah. So how did this go? So your phone's on silent. You've muted everybody.
Not everybody.
It was a little bit tricky this week, to be honest, because trying to find the time firstly, and then secondly, kids in the house.
Research.
So thank God, bedroom door has a lock on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, it wasn't as long.
How did it go? I mean, how the heck do you intro this?
I think we just.
I'm waiting to find out as well.
We just put that graph up on screen for everyone to see. It's Wait, hang on. So maybe you need to explain that graph though. Is that you and me, or is that me and me?
That's just you.
Right. So that's part 1 and part 2 on top of each other. Right. Just so that
but not in that way though, okay?
So for those who don't know what we're talking about, we decided to test out wearing a heart rate monitor during sexy time. So we unfortunately could only do one position last week and then the next position this week. So we had Nathan on top for the first one.
Tempo.
And
so are we going to explain what those positions are?
Kids listening. Like my daughter, for instance.
You don't have to go into detail.
How do you mean? You were on top for the first one and I was on top for the part 2.
Perfect.
But I just explained that. Were you not listening? No, obviously. So, so part 2, it's a little bit shorter because it was a morning session. So we had to be done quite quickly to get up and get kids ready for school. And we had to be quite quiet. That was another challenge. It was a slightly shorter session. I think it's 8 minutes shorter. So, but I think the graph that Nathan's put on top, put up on screen is mine, not his. So it's mine from part 1 and part 2. So there we go.
So it's like a crit race rather than like a. It's not PRL foul. And obviously, it's like Downtown Dolphin.
So now, wait, hang on.
That's it. Shorter efforts.
The blue graph is part 2. Is the blue in the graph part 2?
No, the blue graph is part 1. That was the first one, yep. And the orange graph is...
But my heart rate only got up to 124 in part 1 when you were on top.
Yep.
And
when I was on top, my heart rate got up to 130. So clearly, when you're on top, you work harder.
And apparently complain a bit more too.
It's hard work being on top, obviously.
All the guys in the audience are putting their hands up and going, see?
Oh my God.
But no, it was I guess it was probably a zone 1 and 2 workout. I wouldn't say it was a zone 4 or 5 workout, that's for sure.
Well, I think you moved into the moderate space there.
For a few seconds. 10 seconds.
I did notice you're watching the timer quite closely.
Well, I wanted to see. Well, not the timer, my heart rate. I was watching the heart rate.
Well, you have oh my God. Wait, it's I don't know why I'm asking this, but I'm going to ask. So you can see your heart rate. Like, is it like?
Well, because we had it on our phones, so we could. had our phones nearby.
Of course we did. Okay, so you kept like, hold on a sec, just need to check what my heart rate is.
Yeah.
Am I putting in too much effort? Have I got to ease up now?
Going down a hill.
I think for Sharon it was the reverse. I think she was wondering when she could back it off.
I've got my heart rate's been too high for too long now. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, that's almost exactly how it was.
Right, so Downtown Dolphin for folks. Can we get a cadence? Cadence says it too. David, what's a cadence?
Oh, that's funny. Downtown Dolphin.
Oh, how would you work that out, Damon? How would you work out the cadence?
Cadence sends it to your hips.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh
strap it around my waist.
So it's now we gotta get you to test you.
Miguel.
Miguel, I can tell you that she was breathing heavily.
Yeah, and Jess says his Sharon says she put his Hollie best head.
What's that?
Jess.
You're in. You got all red. I'm starting to feel a little bit.
He's warm in my kitchen.
Now I'm ready to open up a door.
No. Well, the helicopter that's been circling around for the last hour. I don't know what the helicopter's doing. He wants to know what your heart rate is.
He wants to listen in.
Yeah. So that's your graph from weeks 1 and week 2.
Yes.
So where's Nathan's graph then?
I just didn't have time to put it in.
What?
Well, no, not literally. Figuratively, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Nathan wasn't involved.
No, he was.
Oh, jeez. So what did you have
You
as your
sound quite
recovery
disappointed when you
drink
say
after?
Oh dear.
I want to know what you had like as your recovery drink after.
No, I didn't have a recovery drink.
No, that was it. That was, yep.
Did you have any pre-workout drinks?
Oh, that
No.
would be a good idea, wouldn't it? I think
Do it again, but
I
with
think you should
and
get a bicarb drink. Have that one.
oh, with that in my tummy. Oh God, no!
Just
that's
just explosive stuff
that's
going on. Okay.
a disaster waiting to happen. No.
You're kind of funny though.
Yes, I'm sure. Messy. Oh. Oh, what happens when a third person is involved? Well. No, we might not go down that route.
We don't want to subject someone to that kind of a visual.
They've barely got time for like 2, never mind 3.
Well, no, actually, it was a bit of a. I got on my bike a little bit after that. After I got the kids ready for school, Nathan took them to school, and I jumped on my bike and did a quick ride.
So you still had enough energy left for a bike ride?
Well, it was my warm up.
Right. Okay. Yeah. How did your bike ride go?
Slow down, back up.
Not good.
I was your warm up.
That's what you said when. Yeah. Shush, Nathan. We're talking about you, not to you. So that was your warm up. How did your race go?
Oh no, it wasn't a race. I don't race.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Trying to recruit you into. Who wants Sharon in their team? Shout out.
Maybe next year. We'll think
She's
about it.
good for about half an hour.
Oof. Yeah, we've all seen you race, Nathan.
Based on the graphs.
You didn't even, yeah. We've all
You
seen
don't even
you
feature
race.
in the graph. So there we go.
We know how your racing goes, Nathan. Do we need to cover that again, or are we
No, I'm
done with that?
sorry.
Or do we need to
It's been covered enough.
go over that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Moving on.
For those that don't know, I won.
And we'll
Somebody
keep
asked me that
reminding
the
him.
other
We're
day,
going to
they
keep
were like-
reminding him.
Yeah.
I'll be
In
quiet now.
in my TTT, and somebody asked me how the podcast battle race went, and I just went, "Well, I won and then went into like more detail, obviously, because like I just do. That's how it goes. So, yeah. So, so don't worry. I've got a whole year of reminding
until the next challenge, the next podcast, the challenge. Are we doing it once a year or every 6 months?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We're talking about the podcast battle or a graph?
Oh yeah, to talk about it.
Both. I'm making the same noise for both.
My breathing isn't much better when I'm racing. I can't breathe when I'm racing. I'm just like, so anyways.
You look very focused when you're racing. Nathan looks like he's a dying dolphin. Sounds like one.
I was dying all the deaths.
He's actually, your nickname is
so was I.
Nathan the Dolphin Crake or something anyway. So he was given that nickname.
I was dying all the deaths too. So yeah. So that was fun. Well, more fun for you guys than it was for me, I can't tell you.
Wait, the graph or the race?
The race, the research. The graph was very funny. Yeah. So in next week's episode, are we going to have like a number 3 graph?
What would?
Oh, I've just put you on the spot there.
Well, it'd be it was more just to see who works harder when they're on top.
Well, you were definitely working harder. Your knees almost gave out.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll also be discussing kids and technology. Like we've gone from that to like kids and technology. Maybe if you give your kids an iPad, they can keep them occupied for a bit longer so they don't come knocking on your door. There we go. We'll discuss it next week, and how technology affects our sleep. If you're doom scrolling on a just reading the comment, Nathan, what's your safe word? Miguel. Yeah,
you can't give that out.
Phone
it's
late
a
at night. Yeah, that's.
We do have one.
I say yeah. I don't know. Like it'll be like Zwift or something.
Pineapple's my safe word, by the way.
You're not supposed to give
pineapple
that. But no, it's pineapple. He even has pineapple socks. It's a running joke
sure
at home.
He does. Does he buy pineapples quite a lot? I know things.
But does that work though? That's what we should test.
Oh no,
we should test
don't.
Pineapple.
Now look what you've done.
Perfect
Hollie.
test.
Who in the chat buys pineapples? I want to know that. Anyways, and also beauty regimes after exercise. Like, how do you using face masks and
how do you take care of your skin after you've sweated profusely?
Yeah, and like moisturizer.
Any exercise is better than no exercise.
That's what he said. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be discussing next week. Oh wow! And next week we're also back at Saturday. Not on Fridays, but next week, guys. We're back on Saturday at 8 p.m. Yorkshire time. You'll have to translate that to your own time zone because I am unable to do things like that.
It's basically we're just basically shifting days, guys, from Friday, Saturday to Saturday, Sunday. Only because the weather's getting better and producer Nathan needs to get out on the road. And
you need your peace and
Saturday. That's a Saturday morning for him.
So they're not going to be doing any graph work on a Sunday morning, folks.
No. Or a Saturday morning because I'll be home alone.
Well, it doesn't stop you doing a graph. But anyways,
it's an individual research.
Yeah. So, shall I take us home?
Go for it.
Okay. So if you've got to the end, congratulations. Well done. We really do appreciate you getting to the end, because it does take a lot of time and effort. Some people are putting in more effort than others here. And but we do really love it, because it's very, very funny. And but if you've got to the end, can you please put a blue heart in the comment section? Blue because it's Yorkshire. Don't be putting any of that red heart nonsense. And share this if you think it's going to be useful for any of your teammates. Like, you know, if
or
you're
friends or
racing with a
family.
team. Yeah, friends, family, just anyone you think might find it enjoyable, really. And like and subscribe. Although I did say before this podcast, like, you know, when people say like and subscribe, it's just like monotonous. But please do like and subscribe, because then it helps the algorithm, and that helps us, and then we can keep doing this, and it's great fun. So
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and Nathan and Sharon can keep doing their research. So yeah, and don't forget, it's 8 p.m. same time, but just on a day 24
Later.
hours later. Yeah, 24 hours later. Yeah, we should make a film called that, 24 hours later. Anyway, so thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us in the chat. Miguel, Jessica, Damon, Hado, Emma,
all our
Road Rally
fans.
Race. Yeah, all our adoring fans.
Yeah,
we hope you join us next
Road
week.
Rally Race lives in Yorkshire. I don't know what his name is. Her name, their name. I don't know what their name is. Yep. And anyway, we shall see you all next week, folks.
Absolutely.
Love it. You. Love it. You. Love it. You. Love it. You.
Pineapple's my safe word, by the way.
You're not supposed to give that.
Pineapples is
Secret. But no, it's pineapple. Kids listening. Like my daughter, for instance.
You don't have to go into detail.
How do you mean?
It was the reverse. I think she was wondering when she could back it off.
I've got my heart rate's been too high for thinking places as well. I've been so like, I don't know what's up with me today, but I've been like in a bit of a grump. I don't know quite why, but anyways. And then I forgot to share the link. I did pass it to like a few people. Have I just